All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into a system called OLSP. Now, it makes a pretty huge claim that it completely flips the script on affiliate marketing. So our job is to figure out if this is a real game changer or just another one of those platforms making promises it can't keep.
So, the big question here is, right, can this thing actually deliver? To find out, we're diving deep into a first-hand review from someone who spent over a year inside the OLSP ecosystem, really putting its claims to the test to see if they hold up.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll start with the big problem that almost every affiliate marketer runs into. Then we'll look at OLSP's done-for-you answer. After that, we'll see how the system actually works, unpack that wild 200% commission claim, and finally, get to the final verdict on who this thing is really for.
Okay, so to really get what OLSP is trying to do, you first have to understand the problem they say they're solving. We're talking about those common hurdles that trip up pretty much everyone when they're just starting out.
Yeah, in this list, it really hits home for anyone who's tried affiliate marketing, right? The source points out that most programs basically hand you a link and say, good luck. You're left with this crazy expensive and super overwhelming to-do list. Honestly, it feels like a setup designed for you to fail before you even make a single dime.
And this is where OLSP comes in and says, hold on, we do things totally differently. The review describes it not as just another tool, but as a complete done-for-you ecosystem that handles all the hardest parts of the business for you.
And this just lays it out perfectly. It's night and day. On the left, you've got the old way, where you're basically trying to duct tape a bunch of different tools together. But on the right, you've got the OLSP way, where they just give you one single link that plugs you into a pre-built automated machine.
So this mega link, it's really the engine that makes the whole thing run. According to the review, your only real job is to get that link out there. Once someone clicks it, the system just takes over. It does the selling, the follow-ups, the training, all of it. And you get credit for any sales that happen from that person forever.
Okay, that all sounds pretty slick on paper, but how does it actually work? You know, day to day. Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the actual journey, from sharing your link all the way to getting paid.
You know, when you boil it all down, it really is just these 4 simple steps. Your entire focus is on step 1. That's it. Share your link. After that, the system completely automates everything else, tracking every single person back to you for life.
And what's kind of surprising, according to this review, is what you get for just $7. At the most basic level, you still get all the core parts of the system, the mega link, the traffic training, and maybe most importantly, these daily 10-minute challenge tasks that are designed to build real, actual momentum.
And that right there, that's a pretty powerful statement from the review. It shows that those daily tasks aren't just busy work. They're these small, focused actions that can lead to real results, even for a total beginner. And in this case, it happened within the first week. All right, let's talk about the part that probably sounds, well, kind of crazy. That 200% commission. I know, it sounds way too good to be true, and it is specifically tied to the upgraded team builder level. So let's see how it actually works.
Yep, 200%. And the first thing you're probably asking is, how is that even possible? How does the math work on that? Well, it's not a gimmick. It's a very specific commission structure designed to get you into profit really, really fast.
So here's the secret behind it. It only applies to that initial $7 offer. When your lead buys it, you get double the money, $14. But then, and this is the cool part, it becomes a 2-tier system. If a person you brought in makes their own $7 sale, you get another $14. It's built to multiply your efforts. You know what's really interesting is the reviewer admits they sat on the fence for a full year before they decided to upgrade. They just figured the higher price was just for a bigger commission check. But what they found out was that the real value wasn't just the commissions. It was the massive suite of tools they suddenly unlocked. And this is what they mean by business in a box. It's not just a cute phrase. You're looking at a full-blown marketing suite here. I mean, a funnel builder that replaces something like ClickFunnels, an autoresponder that replaces ActiveCampaign, plus all these other insane tools. It's not just about saving money. It's about getting rid of all that tech headache that makes most beginners quit. All right, so let's bring it all home. After a year on the inside, seeing both the cheap entry-level version and the big upgraded one, what's the brutally honest conclusion? Let's break down who this is really for and who should probably just stay away.
The review is super blunt about this, which I appreciate. This is not a magic button for printing money. It is not for you if you're going to sign up and never log in. It is for you if you're willing to actually do the daily actions, learn their Facebook traffic methods, and you're just plain sick of trying to juggle a dozen different marketing tools.
Okay, let's just cut right to the chase with the brutally honest Q&A. Is it legit? The source says yes, the money and training are real. Is the $7 offer worth it? 100%. Is the upgrade worth it? Only if you're serious, because the tools are the real value. Can a beginner use this? Yes, but you have to actually show up. And will you get rich overnight? Absolutely not. But you can start earning while you learn.
And that really brings us to the big picture question, doesn't it? Is a powerful, done-for-you platform like this a true shortcut to success? Or is it just a different kind of tool that still requires your focus, your dedication, and your work to make it succeed? Something to think about.